Hello, everybody. Oh my God. 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 We are getting destroyed. Um, we got absolutely nothing for the Sideshow Con, and we were just nuked with all these announcements. So we are gonna get right into it. Let me see who's here real quick. We got four in the house. We got Be Real in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. He says this Anakin will be a problem. Yeah, we gotta see what's going on with that. And then we got Bobo in the house. What's up? How are you? Thank you for being here. All right, so guys, like I said, we're getting right into it because there is a lot to discuss. So number one, I called this bad boy. I knew there was no way they were not going to make this. This was a no brainer. To call out. There was this figure to me was what was going to make the hype for the following figures. Like I said multiple times, this and Venom were the figures that I expected. This is why I wanted that 2.0. What was it? Upgraded suit 2.0, because I knew they were making this. There is no way that you're going to get this and Venom and not have that 2.0. That's why I was bugging out, and that's why I sucked it up and I bought it overseas. I had to overpay because obviously I'm not going to be the only one who overpays, because a lot of people probably ordered from overseas anyway. So I'm not stressed out. I'm not worried about it. It sucks that I had to overpay, but I'd rather get it and overpay than not get it at all. So I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. Let's see who else is in here right now. The Collector, look at you. Are you coming back to the winning team? I feel like you've been MIA, and suddenly, like, I see you creeping slowly but surely. I guess you're getting tired of the fakes. Welcome, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome back to the real. Welcome back to the real. Talia in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Some guy, how are you? Thank you for being here, my friend. So this thing is gorgeous, guys. I'm probably gonna get two of these. We got Michael in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. So definitely getting two of these. Reason being, obviously, as you saw, the exclusive is this. So you get the second head sculpt. How are you not gonna go for this? So I'm gonna go for two. Like I said, I'm gonna have an all black. So I'm gonna have one all like this, and then I'm going to have one just like this. This is the two looks I'm going for. So hopefully, obviously you just need one special edition and one regular. If you could get two special editions, God bless you, but it's not necessary. As long as you got the one head sculpt, that's all you need. You too, my friend. Thank you for being here. Harold in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Gilbert in the house. How are you, my friend? And finally, we got Summer Shows going to Toy Fair exclusive. Yep. Yeah, I was very disappointed with the whole Sideshow Con, but I knew these were coming. I didn't think they were coming this quickly, and I didn't think they were going to pump out so many, but here they are. People are going to have to start being a little bit more selective with what they're buying, because again, we're getting bombarded left and right. It's always, constant releases, constant announcements. So it's going to get really crazy. Bobble says sick with the the legs with the symbiotes on them is the sexiest thing about this figure. And that suit looks beautiful too. I don't know what they did. It looks different. I don't think they've used any this material in any other figure before. We have to wait and see what it feels like in hand. But I love this thing. Look at the symbol in the chest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful look. Wait till Venom comes out. You guys are gonna be blown away. Let's see. Be Real says only one I need is the Anakin. You're getting rooted? Let me know if you're getting rooted. I better be able to get Anakin. I bought special. Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna bug out if they don't get it. It says right now, we're gonna get into it, but it says it's about 4,000, so we'll get into. Stop getting ahead of me, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, Spider looks amazing. The Thor in the house. You made it. Are you collecting any of these, or are you waiting for bargain bin? Let me know. So again, gorgeous figure, guys. And we're going to talk about this again on Saturday. So don't, what's not Saturday, tomorrow, Saturday. I'm thinking today is Tuesday. Look at that. The symbiote, again, that's to me, that's my favorite. Venom is my favorite stuff. Black Spider-Man's my favorite stuff. So here you go. Look at the wings. Even the wings, the fact that they made them black, so sexy, so nice. I don't think anybody's going to use them. They're going to take pictures with it, but they're not going to use these things probably. I haven't seen anybody using for the Iron Spider, those wings, those web wings. So I doubt it, but they look really, really nice. Better than the all white ones from the other figure. Joker J in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Mr. Mom in the house. How are you, my friend? Yeah, great day to be. Yep. It's insane, insane, insane. Carlito in the house. How are you? I'm not a fan of Rooted. Wish I would have announced a standard non-rooted Anakin with sculpted hair. I usually do while getting limited figure, but it's dreadful, tired of the grind. Yeah, no, it's getting annoying. It's getting annoying. But at the same time, this is for the people who complain that everybody gets everything, that they want exclusivity. So, I've been missing out on figures that are exclusive, but I have to figure out a way to get them either way. So I'm not stressed out about that. Being exclusive was never like a thing for me. I'd actually, it helps the resale value of figures when they're more limited, obviously. But when it comes to actually having it in my collection, it does, it is what it is. If it's something I want, I'm gonna get it. Like you guys know, I got that 2.0 upgraded suit from Pop Collectibles because I couldn't get it. By the time I went to go for it, it was already sold out. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna keep happening more frequently, guys. So get used to it. Prepare yourself for it. Like for example, now that the ones that are limited, for example, the Anakin, I think they said something about like 4,000 in select markets, right? I'm going to be on top of that way more than I was for anything else because I really want it and I really don't want to have to overpay, right? So that's what's gonna be happening. A lot of this, and people are gonna get fed up. And does it really affect Sideshow? People are still going to find a way to get them. It's actually making the people overseas more money, than they normally would make for figures because they're that much limited, so they could charge you more, So it's got to get crazy. Hey, so how are you, brother? Let's see. The Thor says Anakin rooted here on my radar mainly because I'm taking this guy. But yeah, guys. So again, gorgeous figure. Like I said, I knew this was coming. This was a no-brainer figure. There's no way that they're going to show that and not in the game and not make it. There's no way that that this figure is not a really important figure for the game. We know how the whole symbiote story goes, and it's just a very, very, to me, this is a very, very sexy figure all the way around. Look at that. Badass, badass, badass. You get the transforming mask head, which is the special edition piece. And it's going to be insane. Is Hot Toys mad at right? It's crazy. So we're going to do these quick, guys, because there's a lot of them. But so here's look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Mr. Mom says this Spider-Man is a telltale sign. But oh no, absolutely. Like I said, even before the 2.0 was announced, I knew that this was a no-brainer for Hot Toys. There's no way that they're going to miss out on these figures because they know they're hot figures. They know how the Venom did in the beginning. They know that people want the symbols on the chest for Venom, so they're going to do very well, and they know it, so they have to make them. Yes, these numbers are met. So now we go to the next one, which is going to be Anakin. So let me get into the information real quickly before we start. So as you guys see, it says here, I'm going to show you foremost. Where does it say? It's a limited 4,000 thing. They don't talk about anything being improved regarding like real leather or anything. So I'm assuming they're using the same stuff. I don't know if you guys were watching my stream when I said they had to change the name to a DX or make it something different. Well, they did. Now it's the same DX series, but they're calling it Artisan Edition. right? So, like I said, DX has always been their best packaging. So I figured they were going to do obviously something better. So they had to rebrand it something different. I guess they didn't do that. They kept the DX, but again, they're calling it Artisan Edition. Artisan is going to be everything rooted. Apparently, looks like they named this for Anakin, and they did it for the rooted Joker as well. But again, I saw something that it said, maybe not here, but it was something like 4,000 pieces. Oh, here it is. Only 3,000 pieces available worldwide. So we don't know how many Sideshow is going to get. So it's probably going to be either an email situation where you got to sign up again, or something where you got to go crazy for. So we have to wait and see what they decide to do. But 3,000 pieces, guys. So as you guys know, I don't care for rooted figures. That's why I didn't bother with the inner Joker, and I also didn't bother with the inner Joker because of the price. To me, that was not worth $1,000 by any means whatsoever. Yeah, two figures, $1,000, $500 each, absolutely not. Plus whatever it was, whatever it came out to be, not for me. The fact that this is Hot Toys' first male rooted figure, I feel like if you're a real Hot Toys fan, you have to go for this, just out of principle. Period, point blank. This is going to be your number one rooted figure. Not only that, but it's an Anakin. People are complaining, oh, I wish that they would have just done a sculpted. Well, you go backwards and get the sculpted. You know what I mean? They're evolving. Hot Toys is evolving, so you either got to evolve with the company or you stay stuck going backwards, so doesn't mean you have to get it, but real fans of not only Anakin, but the rooting are the people who are gonna jump on this. Again, you don't have to like it. A lot of people say it looks ugly. I was one of the ones who said this is not perfect by any means. Is it gonna get better? Absolutely, it has to. But Hot Toys is evolving. Again, as every company should, as anything should in life. Us as humans should evolve, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically. Evolution is necessary for many aspects of life, just in general. So again, if you don't think that this is something for you, nobody's forcing you to get it. Nobody's forcing you to spend your money on this. Nobody's telling you that. But me personally, again, you guys know that I didn't order that inner rooted because the price point was not for me, and rooting is not something that I ever, required in anything, because Hot Toys was not a company that was about that. So there was nothing for me to be missing out on if the company that I love and that I've been into for many years isn't making that product, So now that they're getting into that game, why would I be like, oh, I don't like this? I don't want, absolutely not. I'm the Hot Toys veteran. I'm a Hot Toys fan first and foremost before any other company in the world. So for me to not support this, what kind of Hot Toys collector am I if I'm not going to get something like this? I absolutely going to try. If I don't get it, then I don't get it. But you better believe I'm going to try. And if for whatever reason I can't get it on Sideshow, you better believe I'm going to get it overseas, because of the fact that it's a must for me in my collection. I have the other two Anakins, or the other three Anakins, Clone Wars, and the other two. For anybody to want to miss this, to me, it says they don't really care for the character. They don't really care for the rooting. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's telling you that you need to collect this. Nobody's forcing anybody to collect this. Nobody's telling you, oh, this is, you have to get this. But this is what's happening. They're evolving as a company, and you have to evolve. You have to. You can't be stagnant and stay stuck doing the same thing over and over and over and over, because then you're going to have companies coming in and try to do what you do better, and they can't stay stuck behind. Even though they're the best of the best of the best of the best, they can't stay stuck behind, and they got to evolve like everything else. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thanks for the GI Chuckles pre-order. Yeah, I don't even know if he even bothered with any of that. I don't even know what that was anyway. So yeah, it says 3K only. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Revenge of the Six. How are you, my friend? I should have waited for this before I got you. Oh man. 4,000 for Rooted Joker. Yeah, 4,000 for Rooted Joker, 3,000 for this. Yep, that's where I was getting confused. Roberto says, "Dime the Fabs aquí trabajando. They make a better." Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's the only thing I'm worried about. I know how Sideshow is going to get them. Is just how many and what game they're going to play with the pre-orders. Are they going to do, they're going to do that whole email thing again, and you get your turn, or are they going to go, everybody go in whenever we schedule it to go up, like they did with the 2.0 that I missed out on. I got the miles no problem, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then the other one came out, nobody knew anything about it because a ton of people missed out on it. It's not, it's tough to be on top of this stuff. People got to work, people got things to do. And the ones who got it, we're lucky to be able to have that free time to be on top of that. I missed it. I didn't even know it was going up. So, but I got it. So that's all that matters. The Thor says, if I get one, I get one. Not exactly. No, it at least to me, for some pieces are that way. Like, I'm still looking for the what was it? That Boba Fett, that weird color Boba Fett. I forgot what it was called. Oh my god. Anyway, that exclusive Boba Fett that I haven't been able to find. There is there's another figure. The Churro Spider-Man, the D23 Churro Spider-Man. I got the regular one, not the exclusive, so I'm still looking for that. So there are figures that I've missed out on recently, that like that Spider-Man, that at this point, and that Boba Fett, that at this point it is what it is. If I get it, I'll get it eventually. It's not the end of the world. Me not having it in my collection, am I dying because I don't have it? Absolutely not. And that is something very rare. And you guys know how I feel about getting very rare. My whole collecting career, I've been, getting everything that's exclusive, everything that's rare, everything that's sold out immediately. So to be at this point in the game and miss out on these things, mentally it messes with me, because it's like, man, you're missing out on this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? It's not the end of the world. Am I losing sleep over it? No, it's not, it's not a big deal. But it's exciting when you do get them. You know what I mean? So I understand when people boast about getting this. I would too, because it's a good feeling, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. Daniel says, I wish Joker came with closed mouth. So that's we're gonna get into all that stuff. So I'm not even gonna Primo, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. What is your dollar cutoff when you say? Well, I can tell you this. It's gonna be 100%. It should be 100% cheaper than InArt, just out of the fact that it's a bigger company. They have more factories. They make way more volume, so they could, by a company making in bulk, making in volume, making tons of a single product. That means that they could afford to charge less. When a company is limited to production and the production numbers, they can't produce as many numbers, so they have to increase the value, because to justify making that money, right? So that's the difference between Hot Toys and InArt. The InArt doesn't have the factories that Hot Toys has, right? So they have to charge more because they're not making that same amount, that same amount of figures, or the same volume that Hot Toys will be making in general. I'm definitely gonna grab one of the Hot Toys Jokers. Spice Runner, look at this guy. Whoa. I got my animated. I'll animate it. Yes, thank you. That one. I'm still looking for it. I'll get it eventually. I'm not, it is what it is, but it's not the end of the world. I got my animated with nothing. Yes, guys, this guy gets the best deals. He got a 2.0 Spider-Man, I think, for $25. He got InArt rooted Joker. He got like 5 InArt rooted Jokers. I think they were $19.99 each as well. Crazy. This guy gets the deal. So if you see him, block him. Thank you for being here, my friend. 808, look at you. Where have you been? Unreal. It's 5:17. Oh my God. You're stressed out already over this Anakin? Oh man. Peyton, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Samuel in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. So, guys, so here we go. Again, so another thing I said, just for you guys, because I'm not, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to be like, well, I didn't say that. So what I expected them to do was give us real leather. It's obviously going to be a higher than the DX series, which I mentioned. I thought they were going to rename it and not call it DX. Well, they're calling it DX because again, DX was always their best series, right? Again, I thought they would be even go bigger than that. They didn't. I also thought this was going to be, all leather or real leather. They haven't mentioned anything about that. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same materials they used for the previous Anakins. And another thing I said was they're probably going to load them up with accessories. They went the complete opposite way. They are giving us the bare minimum stuff. Because remember, I talked about if the Wonder Woman that they did, again, this was a celebration piece, so we're not comparing the two. But the Wonder Woman, they rooted it and they added all these previous accessories to that one piece to make it, a real special celebration piece, which I understand. So I thought that that's where they were headed. So I figured they're probably going to figure out another base, a different, a cool base, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do any of that. They went, again, the completely other way. They went to very basic accessories. Look at the base. The base reminds me of the Palpatine base that we just got for Clone Wars. That same, it looks like that old like engine piece, that little like a motor piece. I forget what they call those things. Anyway, so look, you get the hand, you get the LED lightsaber, which we expected. They've been doing that. They said they were going to be doing that. So great. And we got the two lightsabers, Count Dooku's saber, his saber, and the hands, and that's it. So very, very, very basic. Now, where does this work? Because like I said, if they decide to constantly keep doing these, they're going to have to be cheaper than inner. And so they can't overload you with a bunch of accessories and keep the cost down, right? So this is one of the things that I said could happen. But very basic figure, rooted. You're getting, again, what people went crazy over this inner Joker was the rooting. That's it, the rooting. So this is why I said to you guys in the very beginning, they're coming for that market. They're coming for all of it. It's not for competition. It's to take everything. Because if this is cheaper than InArt constantly, you're going to say, well, I'll just wait for Hot Toys to make it because InArt is too expensive. And that doesn't mean that people aren't going to keep buying InArt. That's not what I'm saying at all. But now the main company that we're in this hobby for, which is Hot Toys, is getting into a game of customs, which is the rooting, because that's what the rooting is from, customs mostly. Obviously, yes, Hot Toys has made female rooting figures, but it doesn't mean, again, like I've said before, it's not what they focus on, right? So they're getting into this market again. Once they could control the price point on these things and have them come out perfect, you're going to see that a lot of people are just going to wait on rooted Hot Toys left and right. And again, you're going to have your people buying inner, but it's not going to be the same amount of people because there's no need anymore. Why would anybody want to go spend extra money on this brand new company when you're going to get quality, you're going to get, your price point, it's going to be cheaper than that, than a brand new company that came out of nowhere. Because again, they're being mass produced. And even if they're limited to 4,000, 3,000, whatever, they're still making more than InArt would make and that much faster. So it's really, really interesting what's happening. And it's very exciting at the same time, because remember that for them to really pull this off properly, we're probably going to have to get a new head sculpt every time that they do a rooting job. I don't think that they're going to constantly reuse head sculpts like they do sometimes to justify, making new figures at that price point. So we have to wait and see what their mentality is, where they're headed with this, where it's going, but it's going to get insane. And don't be shocked if Hot Toys starts going backwards to to reissue figures, DX artisan series figures. The fact that they started with this one with this crazy hair, it's not an easy hair to make, as you can see. This to me is not perfect. This to me is not great. Is it going to be amazing when we get it? I hope so, and I believe so. But it's going to be insane, guys. We got, the separate rolling eyeballs, which doesn't matter because we've been getting everything for MMS and TMS stuff, so it's not a big deal. But it's gonna get insane, guys. So we're going. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly before I continue. Let me see. Here we go. Chris, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here today with us. We got it always now. My son was on. Oh man, it's all right. Frodo Pop, how are you? Welcome. Never seen you in here before. Pro Frodo Pop. Tell us, I will not be a competition for you over this guy. I will not. Well, my own competition was me. Okay, it wasn't like somebody beat me to it. When I went for it, it was already gone. So don't say that. You're never my competition, my friend. We're not in competition with each other. We're in competition with Sideshow's game. So many announcements, but excited for the new Joker. Black Suit, absolutely, my friend. So good. The base looks cool. Yeah, but it's very basic. That's the thing. It's very basic. There's nothing crazy about this. There's a cool design. It's different. Oh, the gear. That's what it looks like, a gear. This one and the Palpatine one. It reminds me of like gears, like an old like clock and stuff. So there's nothing to that base. There's nothing crazy. Remember what happened to the Dark Side Anakin base? Remember it was a light up, from the lava scene and all that stuff. So they could have went all out and given us a light up base, because again, this is supposed to be, DX top, even higher than a regular DX, but they didn't. So they're just going to focus this line, it looks like, strictly hair. And if that's the case, you better believe that if they're going to focus on, because again, we're not getting a lot of accessories, as you can see. So the fact that they're going to focus an entire series line, DX at that, on rooting sculpts only, there is absolutely no way that Hot Toys is going to give us crap product from this series. Absolutely not. So like I said, just wait. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better and better and better and better. And then they're going to have no competition, and you're going to see. I prefer these kind of bases over the square ones. See, I don't like the height of them. I think they're cool designs, but I don't like the height, because these figures don't need another, 2 inches, 3 inches up. For what? You know what I mean? You don't need a base this tall. Same thing with the Iron Man Mark 1 bases. The same one they're using for that Celebration Mark 7. That tall, like, for what? There's no reason to give us, again, for you guys who use them, beautiful. I think they're useless. Nobody needs an extra 3 inches on a 12, 13-inch figure. For what? So I find them pointless, but they're nice. That Anakin with rooted hair looks pretty good. No, it right now, again, to me, this is not perfect by any means. It's a hard hair to pull off. It looks messy, in my opinion, but this is not going to look bad in hand. Believe me when I tell you, they're not going to give you a crap product knowing that this is going to be something that they're going to be focusing on in the future. Impossible. Imagine if Hot Toys gave us a crap head sculpt, a rooted head sculpt, and everybody's like, what the hell is this? Do you think anybody's going to follow this series after that? Absolutely not. They're going to be like, oh, Inart's the best. People are already saying it. Oh, the Joker doesn't look as good as Inart. What are you talking about? You didn't even see it yet. So that's why it's crazy. I just might get this. I'm definitely getting this 100%. Tuli, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. For now, the rooted inner Joker scope is definitely here. Literally what I just said. You can't say that. You're looking at pictures. Wait till you get it in hand, and then you could complain, or you could say you love it or hate it. Once you have both in hand, you could actually compare. Pictures don't do justice to these figures. I've been saying it. I've been seeing pictures of everything. Then once I get them, it's like, wait a minute, this is completely different. You lose a lot of detail in these pictures. You're losing a lot of stuff that you don't get to see in hand. So that's why I would never say, oh, this is better. This Joker's better than Inner, or Inner is better than. First of all, I don't even have the rooted Joker, so I can never compare those. But I am going to get that rooted Joker because, again, it's the first rooted Hot Toys Joker ever made. And just, again, out of principle, I'm going all out. 808 says, oh, that's for Thule. Roberta says, how soon before they not? I don't know. So Flavio, shout out to Flavio. He said that they were talking about, I guess, on the Hot Toys HK page, they were saying something about they were gonna be up between the 29th or something, like a couple dates. I guess they're gonna start doing the sign up. So I guess we're gonna have to sign up on Sideshow again to get notified. But it said something about the 29th. So I don't know exactly when they're gonna come up, but I'm assuming sometime this week. I don't know why. I don't think they're gonna be dragging these, for a long time because they already saw what the announcements caused, what type of hype they caused. So I don't think we're gonna wait too long to get them released for pre-order. The Thursday's competition is good for us, the collectors. But if Hot Toys puts out Chewbacca box, it knocks the park. Yeah. Well, that the fact that they're when they make Black Chrysanthemum just as it is, that's gonna be a crazy figure. The problem is, when they start limiting this stuff, that's the problem. But no, competition. When I say competition, was the comment that he made it seem like, he was going to be, he wasn't going to be competition for people trying to get in line to get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we're competition for each other. I think we're competing with the new, with that new style of game that Sideshow is doing. But I don't think, if it's a regular piece, there's no competition. You know what I mean? Because everybody's just going to buy what they're going to buy and spend their own money. So I don't think anybody's competing with anybody when it comes to collect. I mean, I guess to a certain point, some people are competing, with other people, but I wouldn't know about that. The Winter Soldier 2.0 route. There you go. So don't be shocked. We already know that this is going to be an entirely new whole line of rooted figures. So again, don't be shocked if you start seeing backwards figures, previous figures, coming out rooted. And now it's going to be up to whoever, and then another thing. Now, are they going to be all limited from now on? Are all these rooted pieces, all these DX artisan pieces are going to be limited every single time, or they're going to be available by the thousands? That's another thing we got to wait and see. Just because these are 3,000 and the Joker's 4,000 doesn't mean that they're all going to be like that. It could even be less sometimes, but we don't know that yet. I think that by creating this limited stuff, I think it has to do with, again, the hype. Like I said, they could start limiting them from the beginning, or I said they could give everybody a taste and then limit them after. So I mentioned both scenarios. So obviously one had to happen, and this one was the one that Tony Stark seriously want. Yeah, that Tony. Well, the Tony Stark head sculpt looks kind of funky to me as of right now. It's just like the Mark 6 one that they did with that suit up gantry, that second one. But we'll get into that event in a little bit. Tool in the house, smash that like button, guys. Please don't forget, we just had 35 in here. Now we have 29. Please hit that like button if you don't mind, guys. I need those likes when I stream every 15 minutes. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Robert. Sideshow just emailed me and said you better have a chance. Oh my God, you are 100% right. But yeah, so we are getting into the next figure, guys. So we got these guys also. Finally, we get to see them all. They look great, really cool figures. I am not pre-ordering any of these. I am not pre-ordering the bike at all. I would be perfectly okay if I don't get these, and I have a feeling they're probably going to sit for a bit because they're not, super popular characters, at least as far as I'm concerned. So I will wait until they are either bargain binned or, discounted by a lot or whatever. And guess what? And if I don't get them, I don't get them because it's not something that I even know what the hell it is. So it's not a big deal. But whoever gets them, I hope you enjoy them. I hope you love them, because they're not bad looking figures. It's not that. It's just I don't know what they are. I don't know where they come from, you know. So that's the black one. This is the Shadow Moon, which is green and silver, it looks like. I love that green. I love how the light up functions. Really, really nice. But again, I don't know what this is, so nothing crazy. Will I get them? Hopefully, eventually, you know, for cheaper. And if I don't, guess what? Oh, well, it is what it is. But again, very cool figures. Not really going to focus on this. Here's the bike. The bike looks badass. I really like that bike though. But again, it is what it is. If I get it, cool. If I don't, cool. I'm not worried about it. I don't see this selling out, you know, quickly. I don't even know if it's limited or not. If it is, God bless. If it's not, then it is what it is. Look how much light up this bike has. It's got side light up. It's got belt light up. It's got headlights light up. It's got tail lights light up. A lot of light up functions here. There you go. Really cool. Really, really nice. Really, really nice looking bike. But again, it is what it is. If I get it or not. Here we go. Mark 7 suit up. Another thing, guys, don't be shocked if you're going to be getting a lot of and I said this as soon as that Silver Centurion suit up version came out. This is going to be the new thing. This is going to be a constant thing. These suit up figures are going to be happening left and right. Obviously, if it makes sense for the mark to be made this way. So whichever figure you've seen like this, you're probably going to get more suit up because not only are they really nice, but they're die cast and they're different. You know, actually, no, they're not die cast. My fault. They're not die. The other one wasn't die cast. I'm thinking of something else. But this is going to be, you know, same thing, magnetic pieces, you know, attachments. This is actually a good figure because we just got that Mark 7 with the pod. So this is, to me, amazing. You know, and somebody did this look right here years ago with the original Mark 7. They created their own custom like look out of the pod and something like this. I don't remember who it was, but I saw this years ago. So the fact that Hot Toys did it finally, amazing. 3 styles of display for suit up transformation. So you got the basic one, the beginning, the middle, and then this is obviously the same as this here. Just one, you know, one's looking straight and then one's looking down. Obviously, this piece is not on top on the chest. But we know, we get the idea. See, the head sculpt is weird. It looks off again to me. The rolling eyes here look crazy to me. I don't know what the hell this is. It does not look great right now to me. I know everybody, you know, people a lot of people don't agree with what I say a lot, and that's perfectly okay. To me, this looks off. It looks weird. Again, like that Mark 6, but in hand, I can guarantee you it's going to look amazing. This is the special edition hologram thing. So it's the tower that we're getting that he showed, that he was showing Pepper Potts. Not that he was showing, that he was when he was talking to Pepper Potts about it at the, you know, in the beginning. I think it was the beginning of the movie when he was at the bottom in the ocean or in the river trying to, you know, putting the arc reactor power to power the building, that tower. So that is the tower that we're getting. Just beautiful piece. Again, the head sculpt, it is what it is. You know, when we get it in hand, it'll be probably perfect. I could guarantee you that. I could guarantee you also we're going to be getting, you know, eventually rooted Tony Starks as well. There's absolutely no way that they're not going to make rooted Tony Starks ever. Guaranteed that's coming as well. This doesn't have a special edition. Oh yeah, it does. This one, duh. So this one's not the special edition because it's just the regular version. And then obviously when you get the hologram, this is a special edition right here because you get the hologram. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. Let me see, where am I? Jeff in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. It says only in for Anakin. That's good. That's a good one. Rooted hair might be limited to a certain degree. It's got to be. It's got to be. It can't just be a mainstream thing. But the problem is how many. You know what I mean? How limited is it going to be? That's the question. Because even I feel like even DXs are limited to a certain extent. At least it was at some point, but we don't know what the hell Hot Toys is doing with the numbers at this point. So, Dr. Julius, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. You could put an ant man or wasp on that bike. That's true. That's cool. Cool idea. I didn't think of that. Commander Crook, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Axel in the house. How are you, my friend? Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, please, if you don't mind. David, look at you. Look at you in the house. How are you, my friend? This guy's been getting crazy, crazy stuff. He got Moon Knight. He's been getting everything before me. He's probably paying off Sideshow. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. And the open suit Mark 7 LED USB will be out there you go. Wait, open suit Mark 7. Oh, yes. That's right. See, so they're making these are going to be, more normal than not. I thought they were die cast. I forgot that it wasn't, because these panels are just, they're just like clip-on magnetic little things. So is the print on the t-shirt correct? I thought it was Black Sabbath. It should be Black Sabbath. Oh, they didn't put it on. They didn't put it on because I guess it was a licensing issue, and they probably would have gotten sued if they didn't do the proper if they didn't do the proper paperwork and the proper stuff for it. Look, you can see the arc reactor under there, which is really nice. Yeah, this is not the Black Sabbath one. And the Black Sabbath was a t-shirt with a long sleeve under. This is, you got the long sleeve under and you got the t-shirt here, but it's not Black Sabbath. So they took that out. But remember, there was a third-party company making the Black Sabbath ones. I have one of those behind me somewhere because I made it that custom with that Black Sabbath t-shirt. So you could probably get them, third party. Somebody will make them. The Thor says, got to run. Great stream as always. Says too soon. All right, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good day, brother. Revenge of the Six, how are you, my friend? It says, rooted Han Solo. Absolutely. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys don't even know what's coming. You guys have no idea what's happening. We're going to get a ton of stuff from, previous figures, all rooted. Slowly but surely, you're going to see. And they're obviously going to start with big names, and then slowly go into other stuff. Anakin limited to 3K. Yep, 3,000. 1/6 Jedi. Welcome, my friend. Never seen you here before. I think 3,000 might be limited number, just guessing. It could be. Absolutely. I mean, I would assume that more than 3,000 people collect Hot Toys, so absolutely. So that's definitely that I feel like a number like that, 3,000, 4,000 is a good balanced number, because I feel like it's still plenty of figures, but it's limited enough to where enough people could get them. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that. Don't forget about guys, don't forget the raffle. 11 spots left. $50 donation goes into you can pick a bunch of figures. So if you're interested, message me and I'll give you the details. It's been sitting for a while, guys. So please don't forget. Frank in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Could be less than it could go anyway. Like I said, we don't know what's going on with that now. We have no idea where they're headed. Again, right now, I feel like these limited pieces are just to create the hype. We have to see what happens with the second, with the following releases, to see what they're gonna do and how that's gonna dictate the future of that line, specifically that artisan line. We have, let's see. It says, I don't chat, I watch it. Oh, all right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting for the first time. I appreciate it, my friend. We have Jeff says, can't wait for the crime to start. That's a price. Well, again, I don't think it's going to be a crazy price. I'm going to say probably $3.95 to $4 and change. I don't think it's going to be, again, I don't think it's going to be crazy. And I could even be completely wrong with those prices, but I would be, even if it's $450, I think $450 is a little pricey, but I don't think it'll get to that level. But again, it's Hot Toys anyway, so it is what it is for me, at least. Flavio in the house, how are you? I'm going to march to the Capitol if I'm yeah, he was I think he took off of work today because he couldn't get out of bed when he saw these. So he was in bed like this. He didn't know what was going on. He was like, I don't know what to do. So yeah, we'll see. If you guys never see Flavio again, it's because he quit because he couldn't handle the heat. So yeah, guys. So beautiful, beautiful. Again, look at this. This is a must for me. Obviously, as you guys know, I have every single Iron Man. Not every single, most of them. Um, so this is a no-brainer. Looks great. Not that head sculpt, but besides that, everything else looks nice. And we are going into this thing here. So we saw this. Um, actually, let me get the actual the full, what do you call it? Because I know they posted all her pictures already. So I don't know why they're not here, but they should be. Um, let me see. What the hell's going on? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know why they're not showing on there, but we're gonna find them somewhere. Where is she? What the hell? Am I bugging out? How come I can't find her anywhere? She's not on Instagram. She's not on. She's not on Facebook. See Hot Toys HK. Because I know I saw all her. There she is. Okay, here we go. Woo! I was like, what the hell's going on? So here she is. So League of Legends, again, this is from apparently a mobile phone video game I know nothing about. We were speculating if it was 1/6 that they were getting into or cost babies. Well, it's 1/6 clearly. We talked about how that roster of characters on that video game, when I spoke about it, it was like 60 something, and apparently up to, like, now, because the game's been around for years, it's up to like over 100. So like I mentioned on that stream, I feel like Hot Toys is getting into lines where they're going to be having figures to be able to pump out whenever. Does that mean they're making every single figure? Not necessarily, but getting into that line where they have plenty of options to choose from, that they're going to constantly give you figure after figure. I will tell you this right now. I am not even interested in any of this whatsoever, because I have a feeling it's going to be a humongous line of something that I don't even know what it is again. So I'm not even like, they can make, 30 other figures. I'm good. I love the detail on the outfit. She looks really good, in that way. She comes with this mask. Look at that. The mask is really cool. But again, I know nothing about this. It doesn't do it for me. Very, very good looking figure, but not for me. For those who are getting it, enjoy her. She's probably going to be amazing in hand, but not for me. And now we're getting into the main event, guys. So let's go right into Rooted, because sculpted, it is what it is. We've gotten every single Joker we've ever gotten from Sideshow, from Hot Toys, has been sculpted. So to me, there's nothing to worry about. The few things though that they did focus on more, the tailoring. That's something that they mentioned that it's different, which it was about time that they started caring about the tailoring, especially for this figure. Look at that, guys. The rooting, to me, I have no complaints. I'm not a professional, judge of rooted anything. I'm just excited because we finally have a Hot Toys rooted Joker. So that's what I'm excited about. Not the fact, look, and then not only that, but you got a tongue look. So I'm assuming this is some type of magnetic piece that attaches to the teeth, because I don't know how else they're gonna, they're gonna do that. So that's cool. Remember, he's constantly going like that. So that's what the whole point of that was. Very, very cool addition to that. They didn't have to do it, but again, that's Hot Toys for you. Can't say, they copied an art. Look at, never, ever, ever. I tell you guys all the time, they're not looking at any other company. They're not like, oh man, like we need to do that. They are in their own world. They create the world that we're in right now. So for those who always, who love Inner and think that Hot Toys is going down because of the hell out of here. Makes no sense. So again, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the fact that it's the first Joker rooted. Obviously, we're gonna get now two rooted male figures at that. Here is the highly accurate recreation of the jacket's fabric. So they're going really, really detailed, very, very specific. Flap collar rests perfectly on chest, so they're making sure everything's immaculate when it comes to the figure. Custom cutting minimizes tugging and wrinkles. There you go. So the tailoring is spot on, apparently. Superior lining aesthetic. So again, all about the suit, all about the clothing. Wool hair implantation. Again, here's the rooting. Again, I have no complaints about this rooting whatsoever. I don't know what the inner rooting was like, so I can't say, oh, this is better, this is worse. Doesn't even really matter if it's better or worse anyway. I'm getting this regardless because, again, just out of principle for it being rooted and being Hot Toys, and that's it. But again, just beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous figure. This is obviously going to be the best Joker so far, from Hot Toys at least until we, for those of you who can compare both of them, the rooted versions, then you guys can figure out, what your like is. It doesn't mean that because you like one over the other that's the best. That's just what you like, right? You like this one better than this one. You like Inner better than Hot Toys. You like Hot Toys better than Inner. That's up to you. Just because you think that does not mean that's the case. You know what I mean? A lot of people get mad when they hear that somebody has a different opinion on the product. Oh, Hot Toys is better. What are you talking about? Inner did this and that. You know what I mean? So that becomes a competition of who's right about what's better. At the end of the day, it's an opinion. You know what I mean? I could feel a certain way about something, and you can feel completely differently about the same topic, and that does not make you wrong. It's just how you feel, what that figure does for you, how it makes you feel, what the character means to you, how it looks in your collection. All of those things take part in deciding, how that figure is to you, or how that figure makes you feel, having it. But when it comes to better or worse, it's all opinion. Look at that. This pose right here, beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous look. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything wrong with the rooting at all. I don't see, what's the problem with this? I don't see any. But you got your hardcore, Inner made one figure, and then you got your hardcore judges of rooting. So, it is what it is. Everybody has an opinion about the rooting and about Inner. And so, again, what are you going to do? You can't tell people you're wrong about your opinion. So it is. Look at that. Look at the tongue. Sick piece. They definitely changed the inside of this. They definitely looks more rugged. It looks like they got real leather in there. Those little holders for the grenades. It looks like they're real leather. They got black and brown ones, so that's different. The colors are very vibrant. That orange is very vibrant. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous. You got the knife right there. Beautiful, beautiful figure. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful figure. This thing is going to be, I can guarantee you, this is going to be perfect in hand. Guaranteed. There's no way they're making this and giving you a crappy product. You got meticulous pattern matching. You got wired collar. You got newly made metal clips, which it's not new. It's new for the figure, but it's not new in general. Movie accurate, form-fitting cutting. Again, the tailoring. Hand stitch 4-hole button. Again, they're really focusing on the tailoring. Fine detail, perfectly replicated. So they're going for perfection. They're going to get perfection. Guaranteed. This is going to be insane. Fine, soft velvet fabric, perfectly made in 1/6. Form-fitting, tailored for all layers of clothing. Again, it's going to be immaculate when you get it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Precise cutting drapes naturally on the shoulders. Again, wired coat allows posing freely. Lining with movie accurate colors and patterns. See, this looks like it's all leather in here. This is all new. The other ones didn't look like this. And natural and realistic weathering effects. Again, we know that they're great with all the weathering, so there's nothing wrong with that. The Joker Artisan Edition, separate eyeball rolling system, and 2 styles of expressions. So it looks like it's 1 head sculpt with the tongue attachment. I don't think it's 2 head sculpts by any means. I wish they showed you what that tongue is going to be like. If it's, I wish they had it like on the side here to see if it's going to be just like a little magnetic thing that's just going to go in the mouth since it's open anyway. Most likely that's what it's going to be. The base, nothing crazy. I think we saw that base somewhere else before. See, like, look how vibrant that orange is. Really, really bright. Look at that green. Really, really bright. Just great. Let me see that base. See the very basic base. Again, they're not going out. They're different bases, absolutely, but they're not going all out with bases because their focus is now, it looks like, rooting and the tailoring, which I'm 100% fine with that. We don't need all the bells and whistles when you're getting, a figure close to 100% perfection, So do you really need a light up base? Do you really need all the, absolutely not. And look, we're getting every single accessory from it already. Look at that. You got the grenades. You got, it looks like they look like safety pins here. You got 2 knives. You got one with the black handle, one with the silver handle. You got a third knife here. You got this poker. I don't know what the hell this is. You got this thing here. It looks like a little shovel. Oh, that's what goes into the shoe. The little blade that goes into the sticks out of the shoe. You got the pencil. You got the pistol. You got the shotgun. You got the machine gun and the grenades. So, you got the money, you got the hands, and you got the cards. So we're getting everything. We're getting everything that you need for any pose of the Joker that you could possibly think of, right? Another thing. Now that this is up and this is out, do not be surprised if you hear that we're getting the Nurse Joker as well. The Nurse Joker will most likely it's not going to be called Dark Knight Trilogy. It's not going to be from that line, but I could guarantee you it'll be from the Dark Knight movie, because that's where he appeared. If they had made the Nurse Joker previously for that line, like they have done this Joker for that line, then I would have been 100%, with the fact that they're going to remake it rooted. But because they haven't made it rooted, I think the best way to make that Joker, that Nurse Joker, is rooted only. But we're most likely going to get it. We're going to get both sculpted and rooted, but we have to see, what they decide on doing. The head sculpt, guys, I don't know about you guys, but this thing is beautiful. Beautiful. The detail on this thing is beautiful. The inner, I don't know if you guys remember, or for those who have the inner had like these like big, really, like, see how like where like the wrinkles with the lines go, at the cheeks go, they were very prominent, like really sticking out. This is more softer regarding those lines in the face. See, like these bumps here because of the cuts or the the folds of the face. These were more prominent. They stuck out a little bit more, so you could see it looked like a little chubby. Again, nothing, not that it's bad, but this looks more natural already than the inner Joker's head sculpt. So that's good. The inner looks like it's silicone. It's good head sculpt. It looks like it's silicone, and it bunches up on the cheeks a little bit here. But this already, to me, it looks more natural. I don't mean better, just natural. Again, as of right now. Let me see what you guys are saying quickly. Let me see. All right, folks, got up this one started. It's not normal for me to be up, have fun. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Go back to sleep. Take a nap. Jeff says, just saw a post and did a conversion. SK should be 300 system under 4. So price to US should 360. So under 4 after side should get. There you go. See? So I told you, they're coming for it all. They're not coming to overprice themselves like Inart did. And exactly what I told you guys that Inart did. Inart came into the game with these expensive prices out of nowhere, which is the worst thing you could do as a company. They didn't even try to build their clientele. They went straight for the greed. Hot Toys, I told you guys, Hot Toys is coming for that market, and they're coming for all of it. By making the figures that much, by giving us the figures with that less amount of accessories, that and not giving us crazy bases and giving us very basic. They're different bases, they're new bases, but they're very cheap stuff. There's nothing crazy about them. Nothing is lit up. Nothing is bulky. Nothing is super tall. So by them limiting the amount of stuff that we get per figure and make it focus on the clothing and the rooting, they're coming for it all. And again, they have more licenses than Inart. They have more to choose from than Inart to go backwards and start rooting. So they're coming again. I told you guys didn't see the angle. They're coming for it all. That's why when people started, like, for anybody to think that a brand new company that came out of nowhere is going to take down a company that's been around forever, it's delusional. But people really do believe that. People really do believe, oh, they're Hot Toys is going out of business and blah blah. Like, these people obviously don't understand what they're talking about. I would never tell somebody, oh, that's wrong. That's what you think. God bless you. It makes no sense, but that's what. And then so these people start spreading it out through the community, and then you got other people who follow people like that, and they start repeating, and then it becomes a thing. It'll never happen. Sculpted all day long. Yep. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sculpting is an option for you get a sculpted and they rooted. So it's up to you whichever you want. So my mentality with this, like I said, I would love to have two. If I could get two, I definitely will. Two rooted. If it's like that, limit one per person, I'm still gonna try to get two. If I could only get one, then what I'm gonna do is get a sculpted, and have a rooted. So have one rooted and then just display the second look, without the purple coat, with the sculpted, just to have the rooted version as well, because it looks great. You don't even if it came with just sculpted, the tailoring looks beautiful. The whole outfit looks amazing. So I would have been perfectly happy with another sculpted, but you got to do. I have to do the rooted. Again, just out of principle. This is a grill. Get out of here with that. Butterfly knife switch. Yep. And one for the party. Yeah, exactly. They're giving us new stuff. And again, every time we're getting a rooted, it's going to be a new head sculpt. They have to give us a new head sculpt. They can't keep reusing, stuff for this. Exactly. Thank you. Where are they? Where's what? I would have preferred getting this rooted only and Anakin with a sculpted option. Yeah, I mean, but again, if that's what you're looking for, if you don't care for rooting and you want an Anakin, and let's say you don't have one, I don't know if you have one or not, but let's say you don't have one, but you don't care for the rooted, then go for the sculpted. I obviously, it's easier said than done. I'm just saying, it's a walk in the park to go get that thing, but it should give you that drive now. Well, I don't like this rooted, so let me focus my energy on getting this sculpted. Both Anakin sculpted are great figures. They wouldn't have gone for that for as much as they went if nobody wanted them. Because remember, the demand causes that hype. So the fact that they're still expanding, and they've dropped a lot. They've dropped a ton recently. So if that's what you really want, then you could go for it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to like rooted. Not everybody has to like. Not everybody's gonna like the rooted. A lot of people love their sculpted. I love my sculpted stuff. But again, out of principle, this is the first rooted Joker. I have to go for it. Inner sold everything. Yeah, I think they rebranded. It's called Queen Studios now. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I think they went out of business and they turned into Queen Studios. In a tire price trick collectors into thinking that they're that's exactly what they did. I told you guys it was a money grab from the beginning. But what does the veteran know? What does he know about anything? He don't know anything about anything. It was so obvious that they thought that they were going to come in with those higher prices out of the blue with a joker, and people fell for it. Absolutely. I didn't fall for that. You think $1,000 for no rooted? Get the hell out. If Hot Toys is doing it for that cheap, it goes to show that it was all about money with them. And that's why I didn't fall for that crap. You guys know that I always get the best of the best regarding every figure. If it's deluxe, I get deluxe. If it's special edition, I get special edition. You're gonna tell me that I purposely chose not to get the best version of that rooted of that product just because I don't know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I'm just not an idiot, and I knew what they were doing. That's why I didn't fall for that. I wanted to try the product, which is why I got the double pack sculpted. If I was really anti that company 100%, number one, I would have never gotten anything. And number two, I would have just went with the single. Let me just get the figures. But I went, again, for the double pack because I always go for the best. I just didn't fall for the dumb stuff that they were trying to pull on people. And people did. That's why I told you guys, it's all about money. It's all about money because that doesn't make any sense. No company trying to be in the game for the long term comes in and starts overcharging for the stuff when nobody even knows their product. It doesn't make sense. As a company, you don't do that. As a company who wants to be around for a while, they don't do that. You come in with competitive pricing, battling your competition, which would have been Hot Toys. So now you get people, man, do I get this one or do I get Hot Toys? Because now you can make a choice. A lot of people didn't buy the inner just out of the price. They were like, oh, absolutely not. Hardcore Joker fans were like, absolutely not. Because it doesn't, smart people, thought that way. But it's insane. It's insane what's happening, what's gonna happen. And again, don't be shocked if all of a sudden you start seeing Inner starting to pump more marketing and adding more stuff to their figures when they start making stuff to, again, appeal to Hot Toys' collectors again. Because now that Hot Toys is getting into rooted, it's taking away limelight from Inner, because remember, Inner's angle was the rooting. That was their angle, the rooting, right? So, we got Viper, we got this, and that was their angle, the rooting, to be able to overcharge you for a rooted piece, and they still overcharge for the sculpted. Let's see what you guys are saying quickly. This might not last 5 minutes or such. Possibly. So what are they going to do? Are they doing emails or are they doing free for all? It's going to get crazy. Will this one do the Michael Jackson? It's not magnetic, so absolutely not. There's no magnet here. There's no magnet, so it'll be perfectly fine on the stand like a real figure. But I can't even talk bad about that because my Inner has been on the base on top of a detail since day one, since the day I got it. And let me tell you something, it's been perfectly fine. It hasn't fallen off one time. It hasn't tilted one time. It had nothing. So I'm telling you, it wasn't the base. It was the bodies. It wasn't the base. It's usually the newer collectors that bash. Thank you. Absolutely. 100. And that's why it's, I don't even bother with people who talk like that because it's like, you clearly know nothing. You clearly have been in the hobby probably 3 years and you think you know it all and you think you know everything about Hot Toys and you think you know what they're about. So people like that, it's like, why are you even speaking? But again, everybody's free to say whatever they want. It's not you can't say, just because you don't agree with something doesn't mean you're going to say, oh, shut up. I let people say whatever they want. I just won't engage in dumb conversations like that because they make no sense. And you can tell who's inexperienced because they talk like that. 16 Junk says the prices are similar to inner art. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the prices are. I don't know what the prices are at all. If you guys know pricing, if you know what the prices are, let me know, because I don't know. I haven't seen pricing yet. We got the announcements. I started streaming at 11, and and that was it. So I have no idea. So if you got pricing, let me know. This guy. Two Rooter Hot Toys Joker is also at that. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so that's a lot. But they're not doing a double pack though, are they? Let me know if they're doing a double pack. You forget Inner has no thing to Himalayan good. Yeah, I forgot about that. Now it's worth $1,000. Yeah, it's crazy. Babo, let me know. Let me know. But they're not doing a double pack, so that's insane. Send me a link privately to the price so I can see. But yeah, guys, it's gonna get crazy. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. One thing about another thing about Hot Toys is they're doing single figures, right? They didn't try to force you to get a double pack of anything. They could have 100%, but what's the point? But again, I'm gonna see if I could do the two rooted. If not, one rooted, one sculpt, that'll be perfectly fine. I just want to have one rooted by Hot Toys. That's it. It's not because I care about the actual rooting. No, it's about the fact that it's a big deal, as a Hot Toys collector, being around for as long as some of us have been around, and to never have a Hot Toys rooted hair Joker, and to finally be around for it is, to me, it's very exciting. So that's why I'm all in, no questions asked. And again, the tailoring of this thing is going to be amazing. Competition is great for no, of course it's it gives us more options. I don't think it's about the competition between the companies. I think it's about us having more choice, or us having more options to pick from, more different price ranges. So again, I don't know what it's going for. We'll see. Let me see if Bobo sent me anything. Let's see. Yeah, no, Bobby didn't send me nothing yet. All right, so, but yeah, so guys, again, it's gonna get nutty. It's gonna get nutty, and so don't be don't stress yourselves out. Do what's best for you. Do what's right for you. Don't overextend yourselves with money. If they're expensive and it's something that you can't afford, don't go crazy over it. If it's something that you really want and you can't afford it, and you're gonna figure out how to get it, then by all means, it's your money. Do whatever the hell you want. What else? It's always the sculpted version. Also, don't forget there are payment plans on Sideshow, which is you can't go wrong with a payment plan. I even did a payment plan for the Spider-Man 2.0 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. When I ordered it from Pop Collectibles, I paid, obviously paid through PayPal, and I did the PayPal plan, payment plan through PayPal. So I'll pay like $109 for 4 payments of $109, and it's done. But I got my figure, and so don't freak out over money. If you really want it and you can't, just pay the whole thing, do the payment plan. They do, I think, between 6 and 8 payments, depending on what, how much the figure is. And they don't start charging until months before the figure is announced. And don't forget that even when like it's announced that it's coming, it could still be delayed. So you'll still probably have plenty of time to pay it all. So don't bug out over stuff like that. Don't get crazy. Don't freak out. Don't stress yourselves. Bro, you bashing Inner for doing rooting, and now it's exciting. I never bash. You're clearly not somebody who listens to me. So I am not even going to answer that, because that doesn't even make sense. But thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate your stopping by. So yeah, guys, I can't wait. This is cool. I have I forget what's DX. What is it? DXO something. The original purple Joker one with this look. Back then it was a very, very difficult for to get that pose, with him pulling and thing, because it wasn't the articulation wasn't there. That hand, this hand here, it was impossible to get that jacket to open up as wide, and if you notice, look how high they went up this time. In the other one, it was it's a little lower because you couldn't get the arm up that high. So the articulation is obviously better because it's a new body compared to the original one. And to get the grenade string there, they had to change it because this was a very iconic look in the movie. So that's why people were trying to get that specific look out of the figure, and you couldn't. Mine barely, like the one hand barely holds the jacket open because the articulation was horrible. We got Primo in the house. Let's see with a super chat. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Fabio. Nike took down the Converse. Stranger things have happened. What do you mean the Converse? What Converse? Nike took down the Converse. Oh, I see what you're saying. The company. Yeah, but Nike. Are you kidding? Nike. You can't. Nike and Converse, two different worlds. You know what I mean? Nike is involved in everything sports, literally everything. Converse, I don't remember Converse. You know what I mean? So it's a huge difference. And they could have came, it could have been Converse up here, and then Nike, started after Converse. But look at the innovation that Nike came out with. Look at all the products. Look at all the things that they're doing. So they kept evolving, and that's what they're number one. Again, I don't know who's higher than Nike right now. All my sneakers are Nike. 99% of my sneakers are Nike, and usually Nike Air Maxes. They're the most comfortable sneakers. They're the very light sneakers, good looking sneakers. So those are that's my brand, Nike. I don't barely Adidas. I bought my turf cleats are Adidas. My indoor soccer shoes are Adidas. But because I feel like Nike makes a smaller fit when it comes to like stuff like that. So that's why I didn't get Nike. But all my sneakers, Nike Air Max, or Nike Cortezes. I love the Cortezes. But that's that, as long as your company evolves, again, that's why I said don't be shocked if InArt starts doing even more crazy marketing, adding new things, making the figures even that much more desirable now than Hot Toys. It has to happen. It has to happen. You can't be stagnant as a company and expect to keep growing. It's delusional to think that way, But thank you, my friend. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you for being here. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
No, for real, you. Baba, what's funny? Bob was cracking up. Let's see. Commander Crook says, I want to see collectors go crazy buying figures, max out credit cards, vehicles. Can you imagine? No, that's what I'm saying. Guys, don't go crazy. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's just toys. It's not that serious. Don't go into debt over that stuff. Don't go crazy over that stuff. Don't choose not paying your bills over something like it's not. Again, if you can, by all means, go ahead. But don't overextend yourselves over toys. It's not that serious. You a funny man, bro. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. InArt did rooted here first. This is the exact. Well, no, I said this. You weren't in the beginning, but I think I said. But if I didn't say, guys, this is a direct response to InArt's rooted Joker. So now Hot Toys is scared for their life, and they have to make they have to figure out what to do with themselves now. But yeah, I'm afraid. As a Hot Toys collector, I'm afraid of Hot Toys' future right now. Never, ever. Gilbert says, Hot Toys did rooted here first. Female Black Widow Scarlet with Hot Toys did rooted first. Period. End of story. it wasn't a male, but they did root it first. So that's why my fun, what I found funny about people was the moment that Inner just mentioned the rooted Joker. Oh my God, that's it. Goodbye, Hot Toys. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? The reason why that company Inner exists is thanks to Hot Toys. Period. Point blank. End of story. They're in this market because of Hot Toys. Period. Point blank. End of story. So you can't sit there and say that a company that came out of nowhere, to compete with the king is suddenly better than the king. It's not happening. Doesn't mean they can't make a good product. I've never said that they were not making good product. I never said, anything like that. What I was against was the wording that people were talking, the things that people were saying about Hot Toys in our, competition that made no sense. But I was never bashing, the company. What I did bash about that company was the scumbag move that they did with the 3-day window pre-order stuff, and then all of a sudden it was available for an entire year. That's what I was complaining about. Not that they came out with a rooted, not that they came out with a Joker. It's a company; they're free to do whatever they want. But what they did as a scumbag company that backfired on them was that they tried to create a hype. Oh my God, we only have 3 days to order this $1,000 Joker. We better get to it. When people didn't fall for it, when as many people as they expected didn't fall for it, that's what happened. Then, we have to leave this wide open because of their mentality of we're going to get as many pre-orders as possible these 3 days, and it backfired, they had to leave it open. So the issue I had with that was this: keep your word. You're a brand new company. You have to make the best first impression in the world. And they didn't. To me, people still bought, people still, fell for the $1,000, whatever. Not me. Because to me, goes to show as a company what your principles are. You're ready to change up, that figure could have been a very exclusive figure, that Joker, that rooted Joker. They didn't care for that. They cared about the money. And that's why they made it that expensive. And that's why they were unhappy with the pre-order numbers after those 3 days. And they were like, screw this, we got to get more. That's what I was upset. I was never bashing that their rooted sucks. I am not a rooted person. I don't care for rooting. I'm excited about this figure by Hot Toys because it's their first rooted Joker that they've made. I don't care about the fact that it's rooted specifically. It's their first, it's the entire meaning of the figure. It's not the freaking rooted, thing. That's what I'm excited about. Easy for you to say toys are well, no, I don't compare myself to anybody. You know what I mean? I do what I could do. I do, you guys know that I've ordered, I build my collection with payment plans. I've built my collection by getting multiples, over the years. So I do, I have my own way of doing things. As you guys know, also, I stopped ordering, 2, 3, and 4 of Hot Toys because it's no need anymore. The market's not, the economy sucks. The market's not that good. Nobody's buying anything. So I would be an idiot to keep ordering doubles and triples and quadruples of stuff that are just going to sit here in this pile like I have here for years. So that you have to, and I said this before, you have to adjust to the market. You have to adjust to what's going on. You have to adjust in every single aspect because not everybody's making the same money. Not everybody's is the inflation killed your money, killed our money, so a lot of things have to change. So that's what you guys have to do for yourselves is, focus on what you're able to do, capable of doing, and what's convenient for you. Again, I have never, you guys always say, oh, you're rich. God, I will be rich one day. But when I started this, absolutely not. And I've never been ashamed of telling you guys everything's been paid off with payment plans because there's no reason. They offer you that for a reason. They offer you that to help you, spend your money on these collectibles. And if it's something you're into, why would you not? Why would you not do that? So that's that's why I don't, I don't care about payment plans. They're the best thing in the world. Those, I don't care. When I say I don't care about payment plans, meaning I don't care what people think. Some people may think, oh, what, you're poor, you can't pay. I don't care what people think about that. It's helped me be able to, build what I've built over the years. And there's no shame in that. I'm in my position again, just from being smart over the years. I've made a lot of money reselling figures over the years. I've been smart about, ordering my stuff, but it's the market is not the same. The game is not the same. Everything is changing. As you can see, any other time, in the past, I was always on top of, pre-orders that were limited. I was one of the first to get it. Like now, it's a different world. It's you got to be on top of this stuff and people got to work. I got to work. You guys got to work. So some of you are lucky enough that even at work, you're able to, be on top of that stuff, and that's awesome. But not everybody, not everybody's in the same boat. So it's gonna get nuts. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here again. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna go over all this again on Tuesday. Flavio won't be here, so it'll probably be me, and we'll see who else is around. If not, you get to hear me twice. Your favorite. so I'm about to go get ready. What time is it? 12. Yeah, I'm about to go get ready for work, guys. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for being active in the chat. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.